Hi, I'm Jared Hill, event organizer of A Sound of Hope. This second edition of North Bay's A Sound of Hope concert was done in support of the Lucky Lovers Relay for Life team. Let's turn first to Nathan Olmsted of this Harbour.
Are you telling me that David never learned to sing like you and I?
My name is Nathan Olmsted, and I play guitar and sing as this Harbour. I'd classify it as probably folk, so it's a lot of acoustic work with influences from like City and Colour, Mumford and Sons, the classic like folk sound, like focusing a lot on simple melodies and lyrics. And I'd like to say that like I'm influenced by more modern folk as opposed to like Bob Dylan and stuff like that. I'm more into, like I said, like Dallas Green, Mumford and Sons, Hey Rosetta even. So a lot more modern music. I like to draw from that. And then, like at the same time, I like to try and add a bit of myself to it. Like the music sounds really similar to other bands, but the lyrics are things that I really feel, and I like to believe that my story is unique from somebody else's, right? Like I'm telling my story, and so I hope that it's unique or different. Well, it was a fun show, and it was for a great cause. I was playing as people were showing up, and there were still people coming in the front door when I left. So it was great to see a lot of people coming out and supporting a great cause, and there were a lot of talented bands playing, and it's just a chance for somebody to support the foundation, but also support local bands and show their support to local bands that are trying to get their name out there. There were a couple road bumps for Jared to overcome. A lot of bands didn't confirm until the last minute, or some of them couldn't make it at the last minute, and Jared really dealt with that well. Really responded well to that, and brought in Monarchy of Stone and a couple other acts, and they really put on a good show. So Jared definitely put it together well, considering everything that he had to go through to get it to work. I hope they were received well. I mean, I don't play my music to be popular. I mean, I try and sound good, but at the same time, I'd still be writing music if people weren't showing up, and I'd still be writing music if people weren't paying me to write them songs and to produce a product. I'd still be writing the same music that I write now. And so, when I get asked to play a show, as much as I enjoy being in the spotlight, I mean, everybody enjoys the spotlight. As much as I enjoy that, it's not necessary to me. All the songs I write, on my own in an office. So it's just a chance for me to bring those songs that I write from the heart and that I write on my own, and kind of proclaim them to other people and kind of say, like, here's my story, and if they like my story, that's awesome, and if they don't like it, well, there's other books for them to read from, so to speak. So.
Dying from growing pains over things that I never said.
Well, the song I played is called The Beautiful Difference, and what inspired it is it's kind of my way of saying, like, to those that have judged me or those that are judging other people, it's kind of my way of saying, we're never going to be the same, and you can't expect me to be exactly like you. And I mean, a lot of the times, especially with this song, I wrote it from a Christian perspective, and it's kind of my way of saying to other Christians, like, don't judge me based on the things I've done, because I'm never going to have the same past as you. And, though I might have done these things wrong, you've done other things wrong too, and nobody's ever going to be perfect. So it's in a way, it's my way of accepting that I'm not going to be perfect, and accepting that other people aren't going to be perfect, and everybody's imperfections are going to be different. So you know, who are you to say who's worse and who's better? You know, everybody's just different, and in a sense, I just wanted to kind of focus on, you know, as the title says, how beautiful that is, and how important those unique qualities are to each story being told.
But I know I'm getting better.
The song you're about to hear is called The Beautiful Difference. It's off of my upcoming EP, and my name is Nathan Olmstead, and I play music as This Harbour. I hope you enjoy it.
We both fell for lust and called it love. We broke ourselves and pretended that it was enough. So don't feed me lies, 'cause I've been well fed, dying from growing pains over things that I never said. 'Cause I know and you know that we are different, sewn apart at different seams, though we're both chasing our dreams, and we've both got some scars, but God knows you do too. And if I had the words, well, I'd speak of grace to you, so we could have a ball and learn to dance for tonight. And maybe in the morning we'd finally be alright. 'Cause I know and you know that we are different, sewn apart at different seams, though we're both chasing our dreams. So when the devil comes knocking on my door, and all my demons scream my name, we can face these troubles hand in hand, singing there's power in the name. 'Cause I know and you know that we are different.
I'm Matt Bennison, and I'm solo as well as I play in Othello, and I'm the guitarist in Othello. Well, a lot of the stuff I first learned on guitar was a lot of like country flat picking stuff. So a lot of my guitar stuff is more of a country style, while my singing is more of like an acoustic, softer voice style. It had a great cause. It's just as good as last year. Not as many people showed up as last year, but it was still pretty fun. And it's nice because you get to see a bunch of different bands from the Bay. Well, the acoustic part of the show was pretty fun because we had more of like a smaller audience, so it was more kind of an intimate setting. Yeah, it went pretty well.
When your friends seem evil, like they don't really care.
Well, basically it was about how relationships happen and how they are today. So how everybody's so judgmental today, you really have to find someone who's like perfect for you and someone who will really help you get through those problems, and somebody who'll just be there for you and nobody else.
Shining star.
I'm Matt Bennison, and this is my song, Loving in a Dangerous Time.
When your friends seem evil, like they don't really care, well, I'll pull you out of your pit of despair. When the days seem more like years, when you're overtaken by pain and fear, it seems like God ain't there for you, well, I'll have to do to do. Well, when you're sad and burnt out, when you're questioned and pushed around, when you're torn and by the numbers you're out, well, we'll fight. And when you're old and broken down, when it takes too many muscles to fight that frown, and you're the woman wearing the crown, well, try and hold on. So try and hold on. But when you're gone, taken from my life, and you're broken down, I live the midlife in your age. I live to strive, what will I do? What will I do? Well, I'll sing to you, I'll hold you, I scream to the heavens how I adore you, I mourn with all my soul for you. If I'm ever without you, that's what I will do. If I'm ever without you. Hoping all this won't go to your head.
My name's Jared Hill. I'm the lead singer of the band Othello. I write all the lyrics and sing. I always do A Sound of Hope. It's a charity concert that means a lot to me and all the people I get involved in it. And I mainly did it in memory of my aunt this time because my family came to me needing some help for fundraising. And our Relay for Life team, the Luggy Lovers, Luggy was my aunt's nickname, needed the support, so I immediately jumped in and I said, yes, I'll raise money for you guys because it's that much closer to the heart when it's for family, you know, and the whole show was for, you know, everyone, the community, the charity, but mostly to me for my Aunt Lorraine who passed in 2010. I think the show went pretty good. We had a pretty good turnout, not as good as last year, unfortunately, but you know, everyone had a good time, everyone performed really well. We raised a lot of money, so I was pretty contented with the turnout. Yeah, everyone came out, had a great time. All the bands had a great time, which means a lot to me. My family had a wonderful time. It was a really positive vibe the entire evening, even through the one song, which was more depressing, you know. Othello is more of like a folky kind of classical style almost, because we try and mix like really intricate guitar with folky, really light vocals. I like to bring in like the heart, if you know what I mean. Like all my lyrics have specific, deep meaning to everything. Like everything's either a story that I've had to go through or an allusion to the actual play Othello. Just everything that means something to me, I try and put into a song.
It's all the hope you'll ever need.
The song Lorraine was about the last time I saw my aunt. I went to visit her in the hospital after one of her surgeries, and it was like not even a month before she passed that I saw her. And I wanted to relay how I was feeling at the time and how I felt after I found out she passed, and I think that that was the exact signal that Matt sent when he did the song. Technically, it's an Othello song in a way. I don't think I could ever perform it live, but I will sing it for in the studio. I wanted to do it because that song means a lot to me personally, but I knew if I got on stage and tried to look at the crowd, I would just break down. So I'm like, bro, I need your help on this one. And he immediately, without even questioning, said, yeah, I got your back. So.
Well, he was really excited about it, I guess. And at first he Facebook messaged me, and I went on Facebook, and it said like 5 minutes ago. And then 2 minutes later, I got a phone call from Jared asking me about it. So he really wanted me to do it, I guess.
But the main reason why I picked that one was because it's dedicated to my aunt, just like the concert was. And I would rather them see that song over any other song I'll probably ever perform.
I brought the lyrics downstairs into my basement, and I just played around on guitar until I figured out something that I thought sounded right for the song, and then just started singing along with it, and that's pretty much how the song came out. Yeah, I asked him afterwards, and he said he was really excited. He thought nobody could do it better, and he was crying. Felt pretty emotional.
Close your eyes. Please don't close your eyes. Don't.
Hi, I'm Jared Hill of Othello, and this is Matt Bennison performing Lorraine.
It's been so long since I've seen you so strong. You're the one facing this battle. It's a rocky road, please remain on the saddle. Grab on to the reins. Watch as your diligence gains. It's all the hope you'll ever need. It's been so long indeed. Sitting in your hospital bed, hoping all this won't go to your head. See every step that you take. See the ones you love again. So soon, my friend. You'll tell me of your new home, a new space where they let you roam. Well, you've tried so hard to keep up your guard. Shouldn't have to fight for your life. It's your God-given right. But I'm sure you'll be alright. I'm sure you'll be alright. Sitting in your hospital bed, hoping all this won't go to your head. see every step that you take. See the ones you love again so soon, my friend. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Please don't close your eyes. Please don't close your eyes. Oh, don't, oh, don't. I didn't know. I wish I could have shown the queen who earned her new throne, the queen who found her new home. Send me a card from the clouds, hidden beneath these white shrouds. Thank you.
Well, I'm not in a band, but it's just me and my friend Raven, who's my guitarist. I would consider my music as probably more acoustic and just vocals. Well, Raven brings a more kind of reggae style because that's his genre that he likes to play. And I try to make it more like my Aunt Constance vocals, which is rhythm and blues, but I also just put in however I feel when I start writing it. I think it's incredible. I think that he did it for the right cause, and he obviously feels that he did a good job and he had a reason to do it. I think that people like me. I hope they did. I had some family show up and they sat in the front. It was really nice to have support there, and my boyfriend was also there, and I'm glad to have his support too because he's always there for me. So I think that the fans like me. Well, I don't really have a good relationship with my father. He's actually cyber abusive, I guess you could say. We don't really talk much, and when we do, it just turns really bad. So that's what inspired the song, because I was just really angry. Well, Raven and I, we were still having difficulties with writing of the music, and since it is an original, we didn't have much time because I work, so we actually finished it that day. So by the time it came to the show, both of us kind of were just winging it, so that's kind of why it changed. But the second time I was trying to get the timing right, and that's why it was different. Hi, I'm Victoria White, and this is Can You Hear Me? Father, can you hear me? I've been calling your name. I can't hear your words,
my mama has commitment issues. Tell me, Father, what is commitment to you? Act like a white, he says. Act like what's in your name. Act like nothing's going on. Father, tell me again, why would I ever want to be like you? You blame it all on the brain trauma, still gives you no right to harass your daughter. Make an attempt to apologize. You don't put it into words, you put it into riddles. That whispering that you hear, that is your conscience yelling in your ear. Act like a white, he says. Act like what's in your name. Act like nothing's going on. Father, tell me again, why would I ever want to be like? Tell me again who I'm supposed to be. Tell me a lie while you're choked up inside. You're just a voice behind a computer screen. Father, tell me again, why would I ever want to be like? Act like a white, he says. Act like what's in your name. Act like nothing's going on. Father, tell me again, why would I ever want to be like you?
What a wonderful performance by all our artists so far. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with more Sound of Hope.
At 14, Nick asked that he, his sister, and brother be removed from the abusive home of his father. In foster care, the children thrived. Nick later pursued wrestling, winning gold for Canada at the Commonwealth Games. In 2008, he was invited back to Nigeria, where he was born, for his coronation as chief. Nick is your children's aid. Get involved with your children's aid. Go to useyourvoice.ca.
Remembering is difficult, but even more difficult if you have Alzheimer's disease, a disease that affects the brain, erases memory, and eventually takes life. The Alzheimer's Society is fighting back. It provides support, information, and funds research into finding the cause and a cure. Until then, remember this.
You might risk your own life by not wearing a life jacket, but you'd never risk your children's. Good plan. They didn't need you anyway. Life jackets. Get in the habit for life.
Only Health Check has the Heart and Stroke Foundation's dietitians behind it. Check for Health Check, helping you make healthy choices.
He's got to be sweet, gentle, and clean. I mean, clean is very important to me.
I don't like arrogance. This is not a good quality in a companion.
I'm looking for a very young blonde with a good attitude. I don't have to train her, you know what I mean?
I mean, call me picky, but I don't like it when they leave their crap all over the house.
This is for pets?
Getting your kids to eat more fruits and vegetables can seem like an impossible challenge. That's why the folks at 5 to 10 a Day created a website with lots of tips to help parents meet that challenge. Childhood is a critical time for developing healthy eating habits. For helpful tips, visit 5to10aday.com or call 1-888-939-3333.
Welcome back to A Sound of Hope. Now let's take a quick look at Kelsey's Drummin.
My name is Clifford Hummel, and I'm the lead singer of Kelsey's Drummin. I would classify us as pop rock. We're a mixture of the pop culture and the rock culture. I think we would be more equivalent to Maroon 5. I don't know what I bring. It's more of a, I think I'm more of everything. Whatever I want to write about, whatever I want to sing about, whatever I want to play about.
I am the bassist to the band Kelsey's Drummin. I bring a lot of Flea from the Chili Peppers. Yeah, because I'm a little crazy when I'm on stage, you know, throwing a banana suit here, a fur coat here and there, you know.
I don't know, we're all very much so different. The two guys, Jeremy and Travis, are very much so Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, so they bring that kind of pizzazz to the band. Zach's very much so a punk kind of pop kind of person. And we've changed. We went from, like, I remember the Sound of Hope that we did at Scholard. We did that show with a completely different drummer who was very Christian, so our sound then was very Christian and very different to what it is now.
I think it's a great charity, raising money for cancer and everything. I think it's awesome that Jared can put on these concerts for people to help them raise money, and it's just a good cause.
We had a lot of fun preparing for it. It was the first time that we've actually played as a band, so that was pretty good. It was organized more than any other show that we've done. So, yeah, it was pretty good.
It was great for the most part. It was good. I didn't stay for most of it, but I mean, for the part I was there, I thought it was good.
I think we heard some good feedback about people who were into our music, which is pretty cool.
They loved our song "Oh Drama Queen." I could hear like 7 people at school singing it.
I don't know. It's always nerve-wracking to go from not being known to kind of stepping out there and releasing new songs and new, you know. I mean, we did use some songs that we wrote a long time ago, but then we also used some new songs that we kind of wrote ourselves as Kelsey's Drummin rather than Take Berlin, so it was kind of, I thought we had a lot of fun, and that's all that really matters. I really don't care what people think about whether or not it was a good show or not. We had fun.
I think it was pretty successful.
So this brings, oh my God. Oh yeah! The last song, so if we ever look stupid.
I find everyone in my band, well, the drummer excluded because he's kind of like me, but everyone in our band's a little laid back, and that goes for every other band in North Bay. They're kind of laid back, and I just like to pop out with banana kind of thing and just surprise the crowd and give them a whole woo factor kind of thing.
That's Jeremy's trademark. Jeremy likes the banana suit, and we weren't about to stop him, and I mean, he enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. We had lots of fun. The other thing was the sweater that he wore. I don't know if you have a caption of that. You know, past experiences and past people in our lives that just kind of, you know, the drama keeps getting better, But Zach just sat down one day, and I guess he wrote the lyrics down. There was a situation that we were all living in that moment, and so Zach wrote it down, brought it to me, and him and I sat down and, you know, really worked it out to make it sound like a song. And then it was one of those songs I think it had to have been 2 years ago that we wrote that song, that Zach had finished that song and wrote it and brought it to me, and we kind of made it what it was. And then that didn't work out so well, so we kind of had it on hiatus and let it die for a little bit, and then brought it back when Kelsey's Drummin became what we are now. Like, that's how that happened. I think it's one of our favorite songs on the EP now. So. Hi, I'm Clifford Hummel, and you're watching Kelsey's Drummin, Oh Drama Queen.
That was a hint of get up and dance. I won't say come back, baby, that's just too cliche. I won't tear up your picture, I just threw it away. Don't ask me if I'll be alright, I won't know what to say. All these days I should've known that you would never stay. Oh, drama queen, would you be so kind? And oh, just make a scene if you need, but you should know that all your lives you memorize, they're only as fake as you. And I won't say that you were the one, it's obvious you're not. A bottle and a broken heart aren't all that I've got. I could wait forever, but never is too long. Don't talk to me about moving on, that ain't why I wrote this song. And oh, drama queen, would you be so kind? Yeah, oh, just make a scene if you need, but you should know that all your lines you memorize, they're only as fake as you. And I wish upon a shooting star, I guess it all was fate. Airplanes in the sky these days, they only keep me awake. And oh, drama queen, would you be so kind? Yeah, oh, just make a scene if you need, but you should know. Oh, drama queen, would you be so kind? And oh, just make a scene if you need, but you should know. All your lines you memorize, they're only as fake as you. Yeah.
I'm the bassist and slash synth leads vocals. I'd say Endeavour would be anywhere from reggae to like progressive metal, I would have to think. We go from a variety of styles because it's nice to be able to play like a lot of music, and we like different kinds of music, so we kind of compromise that way. Like myself, I'm more of a progressive metal to rock, classic rock person. And then our reggae influences come from Raven, a lot of it, and Logan. We just like playing a wide variety, so we decided to take the songs that Raven liked and the songs that I liked and kind of mesh them together for our own original music. I think it was really well done. I liked how he put it on and how he incorporated so much into it. A lot of it was also done by Relay for Life, the Lucky Lovers relay team. They put on a penny sale there, which was actually really good. I liked how they opened the bar at one point, because that also draws people in. A lot of attention from the older crowds, so that was nice. I think they received Endeavour very well. We opened up with a cover of Rage Against the Machine's Bulls on Parade, and we added our own little twist to it with a synth intro. That was kind of cool. I think they received that song probably the best because it's very energetic and it gets people into it. That's why we kind of opened with it. And then also, I think Cheap Cigarettes, our original, was really well received because it's a more laid-back song than what we'd usually play, and it's just really fun to play on stage. So we have a lot of fun with it up there. We do kind of what we want, and our last song, our 10-minute song, it didn't look like people got bored of it. So that was really good because that's one of our main concerns with a 10-minute song. You got to keep it interesting or people will start getting bored with it and, you know, doing other things. But I think we kept their attention pretty well. Basically how Cheap Cigarettes came to be was one day me, Timmy, and Raven were just driving around and we had our guitars in the back. So I had an acoustic bass at that point. Raven has his acoustic guitar and Timmy just had bongos. And so that was pretty cool, some acoustic writing. We went to a variety of places and we ended up in the Memorial Gardens parking lot. It was pretty much just us. So we were in the middle of the parking lot and then we saw one person walk by with a cigarette. And it was funny because she smoked the one cigarette in probably like less than 30 seconds. And then she pulled another one right there. And then we made a comment on how people just can't stop smoking like that. And so that's kind of how that song came to be. It's kind of about people needing their fix of cigarettes. And no one in the band smokes. So that's an interesting song title for no one who smokes in the band. And it's a song against smoking rather than getting people to smoke. I think that's some of the concerns we've received about it, but as of right now, I want to say that no one in the band smokes. I'm Patrick Houghton of the band Endeavour, and this is Cheap Cigarettes.
So I keep on my cigarettes, yeah. They're very cheap, and so are the smokes.
Yeah, I'm Ben. I am the frontman, so I sing. I'm the lead singer, and I also play lead guitar, and for 2 for $6. We're kind of all over the place. I think we're definitely thrash metal and punk, but we do bring a lot of all types of genres, metal. We have a hard rock song and a thrash metal song, so it's kind of all over the place, but for the most part, we're kind of a mix of almost all the old stuff. Probably, as a frontman, definitely look up to James Hetfield of Metallica and Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day for what they do to the crowd, and just I don't know, they inspire me. Because the frontman really has a huge job is they dictate the flow, and I think just having a good frontman really makes or breaks your live performance a lot.
I'm Courtney and I play the drums in 2 for $6. I personally think that I bring more as a personal influence. I bring more of a Lars Ulrich / Dave Grohl feel on the drums because I like to hit them hard and I like to play them like Lars does a lot.
I think we all bring, like, musically, we all have a different thing. Like, Courtney's into more heavy stuff. Jess is more into more of the rock, of like the women rock, like the Donnas and stuff. And Cole, he's just kind of more, I don't know if he has any really different than what we are, but a lot of metal definitely.
I thought it was really good. Compared to other shows that we played, this one went off without a hitch. There wasn't any sound issues. The sound was great.
There really wasn't anything. I remember the last Sound of Hope, my amp didn't work. Well, it kind of cut in and out because of the tubes and the amp, but definitely it all worked out without a hitch, and it was really, really nice. Kind of limited for space the way they set up the stage, but other than that, it was really good.
All the bands had energies from the acoustic performances right to the very last band. Everyone was pretty good, so I just thought it was a great environment, and North Bay needs more of that. I think that they reacted pretty good because our front man likes to get them into the shows pretty well, and he gets them saying hey or doing things, and they seem to enjoy that a lot, so I assume that they get into our shows more than, say, another band that just kind of stands around and does nothing.
In the 90s. How many of you are born in the 90s? That's a good song.
I mean, it's hard when you try to do things with them, try and get them into this music, because being a fan, sometimes when people do that, I don't want to really do it. Like, I want to do it, but it's just kind of like I don't want to be the only one doing it. So, I mean, it's really hard, and that kind of limits what you can do as a frontman. But you try and do what you can, and I think just the energy, and it's even little things like how you put your songs in, like what songs go where, how you go from song to song, that really dictate everything to the flow of the set list, and I think it went by really well. I think people liked the way our set list flowed, and we got some good applause at the end, and it was all good.
I think so, especially if you're only paying really $12 for the amount of music that they got to listen to that day, and it's all going towards charity. Like, it's a win-win situation no matter what, and I think that they came out of there with smiles on their face.
Obviously we made some good money, though it wasn't as good as the last time this one was a Sound of Hope, where we raised all that money for Alzheimer's. It wasn't as big for whatever reason, but it definitely went by good. There were still a lot of people that came, and we raised some good money.
Video games, TV screens, the gods we praise. Violence and chaos were how we were raised.
I wrote it with my uncle, actually, because he used to be in a band and played the drums too, and he used to write a lot of songs, so he actually helped me write the song after I gave him the idea of it, and he helped me formulate it all, and I kind of put pen to paper and fixed it all up and brought it to practice, and we had it all ready. The meaning of the song is pretty much our generation, from the kids born in the 90s. Pretty much, I guess it could be any generation, because each older generation looks down on the next generation and sees them more lazy and more technologically advanced than the other generations. And it's kind of what it is with this, is that we're lazy, we don't care. It's kind of a rebellious song, like, who really cares about us? We are who we are.
I'm Ben Sargent, and I'm a new generation kid.
Video games, TV screens, the gods we praise. Violence and chaos were how we were raised. Manners taught, but soon forgotten. 'Cause this is how I have lived. This is how we've lived. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a new generation kid, and I'm
Well, that's all for this edition of A Sound of Hope. I'd like to put out a special thanks to the Escape Movement, Kojiko for filming the event, the Granite Club, the Relay for Life team, the Lucky Lovers, East End Variety, King Sportswear, and Easy Rock. Most importantly, thank you, the viewers, for watching. I hope to see you at the next A Sound of Hope, and here's a final performance by Monarchy of Stone.
What's in a name which we call a rose? That sounds so sweet when two wonders meet. You are the east, I am the sun. Dawn calls on me as I sit at the west. Torn apart in many different ways. No whisper is heard when there's no more time for words. Pulled so far from where the snow falls to softly blanket your lips, now as cold as our grip. You are the east, I am the sun. Dawn calls on me as I sit at the west. You are the east, I am the sun. Dawn calls on me as I sit at the west.
At 14, Nick asked that he, his sister, and brother be removed from the abusive home of his father. In foster care, the children thrived. Nick later pursued wrestling, winning gold for Canada at the Commonwealth Games. In 2008, he was invited back to Nigeria, where he was born, for his coronation as chief. Nick is your children's aid. Get involved with your children's aid. Go to useyourvoice.ca.
The YMCA Strong Kids campaign provides funds to help children attend camp, help teens find employment, enable children to participate in a recreational activity, and enable struggling families to use child care facilities. Invest in a child today.
Support the Strong Kids campaign. No risks, only returns. Dear Children's Wish Foundation of Canada, thank you for sending me Bury the Lion. That means I'm going to get my wish, and that makes me really, really happy. Yesterday he was sad, but I told him it's okay, Rory, only 2 more needles until my wish. I will send you pictures from the top of the Rocky Mountains. Love, Emily.
Imagine the difference a wish can make. Click on childrenswish.ca and give today.
You are watching TV Kojiko, truly local television. Join us and get connected with your community. Want to know more? For information about our programs and volunteer opportunities, go to tvkojiko.com.